Hey guys, what's going on? It's Ariel here. Now, before we get into today's episode of The Casual Nerd, I wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update as to what's going on via the coronavirus, because there are a lot of things that were happening that I found out after I finished filming the Casual Nerd episode, and it just, I needed to tell you guys before the videos started. E3 for this year has been canceled, and also Twitch Amsterdam has been canceled. It's unfortunate that the both of them had to be canceled, but I really respect both companies prioritizing human life over a convention. With that being said, I hope you all enjoyed today's Casual Nerd episode. It was really fun to film. It was really awesome to get to, view both trailers, and I hope you guys enjoyed as well. So thank you so much and enjoy the video. What's going on, you guys? Struggable Hipster here, and welcome back to the Casual Nerd, the place where all your gaming qualms are quelled. Place where all your gaming qualms are quelled. I like that. I sometimes amuse myself, okay? I don't really write scripts for a lot of these episodes, so whenever I come up with something, I amuse myself. But today we are reviewing 2 trailers and a lot of news, so I hope y'all are ready and you brought a strong pot of coffee with you. I just don't know what trailer to review first. It's just all the trailers, okay? We're going to be reviewing a couple of trailers here, actually. We're going to be reviewing a trailer called Other Side, which was sent to me, and we're going to be reviewing Amnesia REBIRTH, which is the 3rd installment in the Amnesia series. For those of you who do not know, Amnesia is a game trilogy now. The first one was Amnesia: The Dark Descent, and the second one was Amnesia: Machine for Pigs. If you guys have not played them, I would highly recommend it. They actually have a collector's bundle of it on Xbox right now, so you guys can check it out. Not sponsored by Xbox, but a hoe wishes. So what I'm going to do first is we're going to go into Amnesia REBIRTH first, because a hoe can't control herself, and then we're going to go into the trailer Other Side, because it really is weird, because a lot of people are just like, just go into whichever one you want. I'm just like, it's difficult. I don't know which one to pick first to review. Normally, I would review one, but this episode, I wanted to review both of these because Amnesia REBIRTH, come on, man. Again, we have a disclaimer over here saying that may contain content inappropriate for children. And we all know that there are no children on YouTube, right? Bunch of lies. Okay, all right, clicking. Okay. Ready. Fictional games coming to a game console near you.
Crew of the Cassandra, please respond. We have found help.
Hold on a second, these graphics are looking good.
Yes, please. Answer, please. Eva,
Oh,
can anyone hear me? Cassandra, this is Anthologies. Please, say something.
oh, whoa. Oh my gosh, wait a second, is that the voice of Special Eagle Cactus Fruit? Wait a second. Wait a second. That voice, that man. Okay, listen, there's an inside joke in the community for people who are new here. There's an ongoing joke in the community. Whenever I played Amnesia: Machine for Pigs, there was a note that I saw, and then there was a call from that guy. Like, there was a call directly to us in the game of where all he said was Special Eagle Cactus Fruit. That is all he said, and then proceeded to hang up, and I laughed my ass off. But Special Eagle Cactus Fruit is making a return, everybody. Yes, give a round of applause for Special Eagle Cactus Fruit over here, okay? Excited. I am so... Wait, okay, can I look at that last part again where she's encountering some stuff over here? And I assume it's a she because I heard the guy say Cassandra. He's making noises like Lara Croft. Okay, we live. I'm so ready for this. I am so ready for this. Is this the child of one of the other characters that we encountered in the game before? I really hope they clear that up and it's not just some rando character that got put in there. By the way, also, what did I say at the end of Machine for Pigs? Did I not say that it was leaving off on a massive cliffhanger and that there would be a 3rd game, possibly? I don't want to say I told you so, but, I told you so. So I'm excited for that. I'm excited for Amnesia REBIRTH. Let's dive into the official trailer for Other Side, which I'm equally excited about because the graphics for that look so cool. Oh, all right. Focus Home Interactive.
And saw a devastated sky.
Oh.
Fragments of my
Oh,
past.
wait a second. I have to look back at that. That looks very Tim Burton-esque. I love the shadowing. Like, I love the way that is crafted entirely. Like, is that a moon? Like, is that attached to her head? Hold on. Yep, that's attached to her head.
Fragments of my past unfolded before me.
Oh, somebody got a full-on exorcist twist over there. All right.
Cutting straight through my already severed path.
Oh, we got Dementors. Okay, hold on. I'm getting really too excited over here.
Remembering what suffering has done. What suffering will do.
Well, that's not good.
I need you. I love all of you. My daughters.
Oh, this looks really good. I'm sorry, but wait, what was that? I'm sorry. Are those going to be a massive nuisance to my behind? I feel like those are going to be like the little minion characters you have to fight off everywhere. They just keep respawning and respawning and respawning. I'm sorry. I have a thing for respawn characters. I don't like them, especially ones where the character development's not that good and then the character just falls back and then you just have to wait a while before your character gets up. Yes, I am talking about Silent Hill Homecoming, okay? Alex could have gotten up, but instead he just sat there complaining. Wait, those blob things can shoot? Oh, damn. Oh, I love the abstractness of this. This is so cool. It almost looks like a concept for like a lucid dream.
You are of me. Put an end to suffering.
Oh, wait. She just said, you are of me. Put an end to suffering. Is she talking about like her own inner demons or something? Wait, let's go back. I want to hear that again.
You are of me. Put an end to suffering.
Oh, wow. Oh, I like that. That's actually really, really cool. Very well done. I like that. So it's going to be for PS4, Xbox One, PC. I'm excited. Summer of 2020. Ooh! I absolutely loved both of those trailers. I'm just kind of speechless right now, honestly. It's really interesting because Amnesia is one of those games that I've seen Markiplier play, and I have really fond memories of watching that playthrough of him. Whenever I first found his channel back in like 2013, I went back and I watched all of his older playthroughs, and that's the one that really sticks out to me. So Amnesia is a very special game to me. That was also gifted to me by a friend of mine to do like a full-on like horror playthrough, and I absolutely loved playing that. Machine of Pigs, absolutely brilliant. So I have no doubt in my mind that Rebirth is going to be equally amazing. So yeah, I'm excited about this. I'm excited about that. I'm excited about Other Side. Other Side looks fantastic. Like it kind of looks like this this abstract game of dealing with your own inner demons. So it really is something that's very interesting and appealing, and just aesthetically just looks so beautiful. At first, whenever I did see the game, like the reds and the blacks and the whites kind of reminded me of the intro graphic R2 Vampire. It's really stunning in the way that different games are just using these blocked out forms of color to express emotion and feeling and to convey that to an audience. I absolutely love that. But you guys, let's dive into the news. I'm so excited. I am ready for you guys to hear about this. I am so happy that I could do a casual nerd episode this week because last week I was sick. I was very sick. My mom kept making jokes that I got the coronavirus. I did not get the coronavirus. If that were the case, I would be on lockdown and you would not be hearing from me at all. I'm just so happy to be walking around out of bed because I knew I would get a cold eventually. Okay, it was a head cold. It lasted for about like what, 3 days, I think. I'm still dealing with a cough. Anybody who's dealt with sickness knows that the cough is the last thing to go and is the most annoying. So let's dive into our first article that we have over here from Google Stadia. It states here in the article that Google's ambitious push into gaming is floundering, and it's due largely to few games on its Stadia platform. Here's why developers have held back. Goes into the article by saying after years of development and hype, Google's long-rumored push into video games arrived last November with the launch of Google Stadia. Google Stadia isn't a game console, nor is it a game platform. Really, it's a digital storefront run by Google where you can buy individual games. It's usually an ambitious new platform, and it's aimed to be the Netflix of gaming, which I wholeheartedly agree with that statement. As bold as it may be, Google Stadia is like the Netflix of gaming, where the choices that you have, you can get on any other platform except Google Stadia really didn't keep to their promise graphic-wise. We've seen people use this platform, we've seen people sample it and devs try it out and everything. It did not live up to the hype. It continues on by saying it's such a big deal, in fact, that Google CEO Sundar Pichai, I'm so sorry if I'm mispronouncing that name, himself introduced Stadia back in March 2019 at the annual Game Developers Conference in San Francisco. However, 4 months after Stadia's launch, the service is still extremely light on games. Just 28 titles are available as of this week. Now, Google says another 120 games are scheduled to hit Stadia this year, including some upcoming blockbusters like Doom Eternal and Cyberpunk 2077, which I feel like that's what they're relying on to give hype to the Google Stadia name. Because when you really think about it, in all fairness, what did Google Stadia lead with whenever they were at E3 last year? Doom. Doom was the game that was hyped around so much. The trailer, everything. Yes, honey, flaunt it. Yes. And what did Google Stadia lead with that you can play right away? No issues? Doom. I feel like leading with this, I don't know, this rawness, this like, yes, we're here to create something new. We're here to dive into something just absolutely amazing. And then kind of bailing out on that promise, but you're leading with one of the most popular titles, so people kind of have to believe you, right? I think people bought Google Stadia on a whim to test it, to see if it was worth the hype, worth the money, everything like that. I feel like genuinely there are some hipsters out there who enjoy Google Stadia. I'm not one of those hipsters. I never purchased Google Stadia. I never will, simply because I can buy a physical copy of the game. I've said this so many times. I don't feel like there's a need for Google Stadia. There, I said it. I don't feel like there's a need for it, because who is going to have a massive enough system to be able to run Google Stadia, to be able to run it at just the height of performance that it needs to be run at? It's a game for whatever holiday or day that they celebrate. They could be like, hey mom, can I get Google Stadia? It's just the same as if you were to get a physical copy. Except you don't have to worry about download times. You don't have to worry about rendering or, buffering or anything like that. That's just my opinion. I know I went on like a small rant with that. I don't know. I'm not on the Google Stadia train at all with this one. So next up in gaming news, we are discussing Uncharted. Uncharted 5, to be more exact. I feel like that's still a little bit of a rumor dangling around in the area here. There's an article that was sent to me that Uncharted 5 may still be a possibility, reiterates Naughty Dog. It goes into the article by stating, it looks like the possibilities of an Uncharted 5 haven't entirely gone down the drain. Could very well see a continuation of the franchise as far as Naughty Dog is concerned. And a recent video from Retro Replay brought on an interesting group of guests. The guests included the famous video games voice actors Troy Baker and Nolan North. So I do have to say, this article is very much like the actors. They're discussing, the voice actors of the video game Uncharted. They're discussing that there is possibly going to be an Uncharted 5. I've heard about the series. I really want to play it. I actually am going to be getting a PS4 later on this year. Not a PS5 yet. I need to wait and see until it releases. I want to see all the specs. I want to be able to know that people are receiving it well. I want people to be my test subjects before I dive in wholeheartedly into getting a PS5, because I understand, I know the PS4 is amazing. I know that everybody's so hyped about it. What I'm excited for, I'm excited to see how Uncharted plays. I'm excited to see how The Last of Us plays, especially Bloodborne. I've wanted to get my hands on that game for a while now. But Uncharted 5, I'm really excited to see if they continue it. I don't know the story too well, so I have to really look into it and see and dive really deep into what it is. But it's exciting if it's going to come out. All the PS4 people are going to be really hype about it. I know I'm going to be hype about it. Potentially, I'm going to be a PS4 soon-to-be mom. Next up is some Last of Us news. Now, as you guys have probably seen through the Twitterverse, Last of Us is getting a show on HBO. Series will be produced by Sony and PlayStation Productions. But it goes into the article by stating here, The Last of Us director Neil Druckmann will team up with Chernobyl creator Craig Mazin on a television adaptation of The Last of Us for HBO. It's kind of a rarity because usually for video game adaptation, at least the game creators are usually never involved. So this is nice. It's nice to know that a game creator, the person who created the game, who directed the game, is involved firsthand with creating this television series. That makes me more hopeful that it's going to stand up and be the kind of iconic piece that everyone knows it to be. I mean, Last of Us is a story, just the way that it is a representation of the LGBTQ plus community, the way that it's represented in its story and its roots. It's an absolutely amazing creation of a game. I've never even played it. I've seen walkthroughs of it, and it's just absolutely stunning. So the fact that they have the director of the game in this, who's creating everything with them, that makes me so excited. So you guys, what do you think of gaming beds? Anybody ever want to try one? Article that I found last week, there is a gaming bed where you can sleep and game and have all of your necessities. Gaming chairs, we've been there, we've done that. I've seen the future, and it's gaming beds. Japan's Bout actually specializes in gaming-centric furniture, which makes me happy. The article that with a setup like this, you might find it hard to get back to gaming chairs, let alone go outside. These days, though, staying inside might be a very good idea. Yeah. Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. Where do I even start with this? I'm not a fan of the franchise. I've never been a fan of Dragon Ball Z. The only reason why I am into it is because one of my clients / friends, Dia Neo, who you might know because he has been on the channel a couple of times here, has recently been playing it on his Twitch channel, and it's really interesting because this game, this game has failed to come through on a lot of promises. Because I have my own opinions on Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. I mean, I've seen the way the game plays. I've seen different reviews on it from YouTubers who I know personally, to Twitch streamers and everything like that. It's really interesting because the Dragon Ball Z universe spans so openly and so broadly and so widely. It's just it's absolutely such an like an amazingly huge universe with a massive storyline that it's incredible the way that they put so much into it, that way it cohesively goes together. That's why whenever I saw the gameplay and was talking with Neo and a few other people about this game, it kind of shocked me that they didn't put everything into the game. I know a lot of Dragon Ball Z fans are expecting there to be a DLC, which I'm thinking, okay, so if there's not everything inside the game itself, which there should have been, should there be a way to make that up in the DLC? Will they continue the story and put the things that they didn't put into the actual game into the DLCs? That's what I'm wondering. Because to be fair, Dragon Ball Z Kakarot is a massive game. From what everyone was told and from what everyone heard, Kakarot was supposed to be the size, roughly, of Final Fantasy. Just to make a comparison there. The developers never said this. This is something that I and a lot of other people were thinking because it is such a massive story. Like, the fact, like, you could not get through that game in just one sit down alone. My question is the DLC going to cover a lot of what they missed in the game, or are they going to be continuing it off in another game? I don't know, like, see, for me, since I'm not a fan of the franchise and going at this completely unbiased, I don't know how often they put out games, whether it's bi-yearly, every 6 years, what have you. I know this is a major thing in the DBZ community. So let me know your thoughts down below. Do you guys think that there is some truth to what I'm saying? Do you think that there is some way that they're going to be adding more into the DLC possibly that's coming out? Let me know down in the comments below. I'd love to get your feedback. And yes, while I am not a fan of the franchise, I do like going into and really diving into different types of news. Even if I'm not a fan of the games, I'm always going to report on different things. This is where really being unbiased comes from. You have to look at things objectively and logically in order to really understand it, even if you don't like it. Today's episode of The Casual Nerd. If you guys like my face and what I do, please be sure to subscribe and hit that bell down below because I make videos every Monday, Wednesday, and double uploads on Friday. But stay casually nerdy, you guys, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.
Thank you.